Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Abby and I warmly welcome you to the Caribbean and to my yardstead here in Trinidad and Tobago. This afternoon I am doing a bit of pruning. I'm not taking you guys along with me, but you can see how this plant is distorted. I even have an eggplant that is gone kaput, is completely wilted. If you can see it right there, that plant right there. So I am not waiting for anything to incubate that plant. I'm going to be taking it out this evening. So the next time you see us in the garden, we will be one eggplant less and a lot of suckers less in the tomato plant. But that's not what today's video is all about, guys. I attempted to take you guys along with me 2 days ago in the preservation efforts again. My second time doing pineapple, canning pineapple, and this time we did even more. I used as much as I could out of those 8 pineapples that we purchased, and I want to take you guys along with it. Now, I didn't go into in-depth with what I did as regards the canning process, but I'm just giving you little snippets so to reassure you that you can do it for yourself here in the Caribbean. So with the pineapples, I got pineapple chunks and pineapple jam, and also a pineapple jalapeno jam jarred up, as well as juice. We got about, I think it is 4 liters. That's about a gallon of juice, fresh, sweet, pineapple, naturally sweet, no added sweetener. It was so good, even though simmered pineapple juice, as well as we were able to salvage some of the fresh juice to make pineapple chicken. So we got a lot of things out of that 8 pineapples. We certainly got more than $200 worth. The $200 that we put into buying that pineapple, we certainly got it back. Now I am just posting this video so that I could reassure you that you can do it for yourself and that it is worth it. The ingredients that I have canned so far has been phenomenal, and it has been healthy. I'm alive, and I just want to emphasize that we have been scared to try new things, and it's okay. Just do a lot of research, get comfortable in your own skin, and do it, guys. It's really, really, really cool. It really is cool. So without me continuing to yap, here is what we did 2 days ago. Welcome guys, welcome back to the Caribbean. I warmly welcome you to my humble kitchen here in Trinidad and Tobago. Here I have some pineapples that I did not grow. I purchased these pineapples at a pretty good deal. These 4 pineapples we got for 100 Trinidad dollars, or let's say that's about $15 US. And guys, I have a small container garden, so being able to grow enough pineapples to put up the way we consume pineapples is impossible. We have small space, and basically, guys, I have 8 pineapples. I didn't just buy these 4. I have 8 pineapples that we're going to get cleaned up and diced up and put into jars. The jars I have in that pot there, sterilizing as we speak, and all I have to do is chop up these pineapples, get our simple syrup ready, and can these guys up. Basically, just because it's a high acid food, there is not too much worry about bacteria growing with the pineapple. High acid foods along with high sugars. Now don't take my word for it, guys. I am a beginner myself. This is the second time I'm doing it. I know what I'm doing. for me and my family. So if you want a can, I really recommend it. You do some research, and you, of course, in your kitchen, you're going to do what you need to do for the safety of your household. So basically it's just the fruit, the simple syrup. You can it up, you clean up your jars, and you water bath these jars for 15 to 20 minutes to get a good seal. The type of jars that I'm using, guys, are called using lug lids. These are not like the can can the glass ball jars that you're seeing a lot of homesteaders and yardsteaders using today. I am basically, let me get the jar quickly. I am basically reusing what we purchased in the grocery store. This, of course, is not what I'm using today. This needs to get cleaned up. I just kept the jars of things that I bought. This was tomato paste. When we wanted to do pizza and we wanted to have a little bit of a different flavor instead of ketchup, I used tomato paste. Or when we're doing spaghetti, tomato paste. So I just kept the jar. And of course, you can see on the inside of this, we're not reusing the lid because these lids tend to rust pretty quickly. So what I did is that I bought new lids. Let me show a better one. I bought new lids. I have a whole set of new lids that we're going to be using today to re-can. As you can see, I bought the ones to fit the jars that I have, and we're going to be putting our contents in the jars using new lids. These are not new lids, guys. These are lids that I was examining. So I just wanted to show you can reuse your lids, once they're in okay condition, but I wouldn't recommend reusing lids for a seal that you want for a year or two. I would highly recommend using a new lid. It's only about 20 cents US for a lid, and I think it's worth it. So you can buy these lids online. I will try and remember to put the description of where I bought these online for you to be able to go and get it for yourself. It has how you can measure the mouth of your jar or your existing lid in order to buy the right size lid for your jar. So these are lug lids. These screw and lock, and so when you're water bathing, all the air escapes and seals. There's a rubber that's on the inside that comes down onto the rim of the jar and creates that nice seal for us. So guys, basically it's not going to be a long video today. I am, however, trying a new recipe today. We are going to be doing pineapple jam, and in one of the jars I want to add some jalapenos to the pineapple jam. So I'm hoping I could get 2 jars of pineapple jam along with pineapple chunks in syrup for when we are making pizzas later down, instead of having to buy canned pineapples. That worked out really, really, really well for us. It was a huge savings, cha-ching, in the grocery bill, and it was phenomenal. The taste is unlike any other. It tastes like real pineapple. It didn't taste like nothing. It didn't taste like I don't know what sometimes they put in the jars, but it tasted like authentic pineapple fruit. So that's why I'm doing it again, and I want to share it with you so that if you are contemplating doing it and you're afraid of dying, I am still here. My whole family is still here. You can do it. You can get ready and save up your jars because I do admit I bought 12 ball jars, and it cost me a pretty penny to bring it down, the weight of the jars as well as the taxes and everything that is applied. It was a killer. So if you want new to canning, especially in the tropics, and you don't want to put out all of that, you can reuse these jars. It is very much possible. The only thing is you cannot pressure can in these jars from what I've researched, but you can definitely water bath cans safely in these glass jars. All you have to do is buy the lids, and like I said, it's between 20 to 30 cents per piece online. All right, so I'm gonna leave you guys for a little bit. I'm gonna get all these pineapples washed up. I'm gonna get my frozen jalapenos washed up, and when I'm finished dicing up and have the fruit in the syrup and everything, then we're gonna come back together and see if we have enough to make at least 2 jars of pineapple jam. I'm just doing more pineapple jam for variety, because you guys know in October we did guava jam. We did 12 jars of guava jam, and the kids have been plowing through that, man. They love it. That makes me feel so proud and so happy, because I know exactly what they're consuming and it is real food. And so the jam is being, it's been good. um but I'm doing the pineapple jam just for a variety. You know, after a while, if you're eating the same thing over and over, you get sick of it. So I'm just doing the pineapple jam to see how they accept it, if they like it. And also I am doing the guava not the guava, the pineapple jalapeno jam, or hopefully a syrup of some sort, for when we do like corn dogs. My idea is, when we do corn dogs, sometimes, you know, we don't always want ketchup, you don't always want tamarind sauce, you want something different. And I just, in my mind, the combination sounds super good. Pineapple and the kick of the jalapeno together on a corn dog just sounds really good to me. And so I'm gonna prepare for it. I'm gonna try it out, and I'm hoping that I can get a good bit out of the 8 pineapples that I have. So hang tight, guys. I'll be right back with you when I get everything all cleaned up. As I said, this is gonna be a super short video. See you in a bit. All right, guys, so most of the pineapples are prepared. I just have one more pineapple to do. It's a bit it's a bit overripe, so I want to do that one on a separate plate or separate dish, away from the ones that were looking the best. So what I'm hoping to do is to get pineapple jam. It looks really promising. These pineapples were super juicy, super sweet. So I know I only have to do a light syrup this time for the pineapples. And also, last time my mom was with us and she taught me to boil the peelings. So I had these pineapples washed really good, really clean. It still has a bit of pulp on there. So we're going to fill this with filtered water, and we're going to put this to simmer until tender, turn it off. And tomorrow, I will let it seep tonight, and tomorrow I'm going to immersion blend this and strain it twice, because last time when we strained it with the skin, it had a bit of the brown from the skin. It wasn't a problem, but you know, that little grittiness we didn't like. So I will strain it twice so that I can get as much of the sediment, the skin sediment out. And we will have pineapple juice. We will see how much pineapple juice we will get from that. I will put a post out how much pineapple juice we get from the pineapple peelings. It's very delicious. I thought that it would have been watery and tasteless, but no, it was extremely delicious. So we are getting pineapple juice. We have the pulp that I scraped from the insides of the pineapple. We're going to use that and make our pineapple jam and our chunks. Now tell me, isn't that the joy of processing? The joy of getting so many different products from one element, one fruit, pineapple today. We're getting jam, jam, chunks, and juice. I will also put a post out to show you how much we would be saving doing this. So far I've spent about 20 minutes. Yeah, I've been here 20 minutes using my special pineapple peeler, and I have already 7 pineapples peeled. So I'm gonna peel this 8th pineapple, see what we could salvage from it. And oh, one thing I'll be doing though, I will be grating. I'll be using my fine grater, and I will be grating the core of the pineapple. My philosophy is that it's going to be boiled, and I'm thinking that it shouldn't be an issue. We shouldn't get any scratching from it because it's going to be cooked. So I'm going to be grating this using a fine grater to get more pulp or the jam. Yep, to add more body to the jam, and to give me more. We want more. So guys, this is the amount of pulp that I got from, this is the amount of pulp I have left over. So let's see how much jam we can get from this. I'm not too sure how much it is, but we're going to measure it out, and we're going to see how many cans of jam, pineapple jam, that we can get, as well as how much pineapple and jalapeno jam we can get. Okay guys, so we are here by the onion bed, and I am going to have to pull these guys up. The root system on these onions are not looking good at all. We have something coming through and eating the onions. I'm not too sure what it is, as well as on the foliage of the onions itself, if you can see that there's something that is tackling the foliage of the onion. And so look at that, not a good root system at all. So we're going to have to come through here with a little bit of limestone to disinfect the soil. Hopefully it disinfects the soil, but nonetheless we're getting some onions. We lost quite a bit over the last 2 days because it rained, and apparently when it rained, whatever it was that was attacking these onions, like really attacked the onions. Look, the root system practically gone. These onions are over, they're finished with, not a root system on them at all. So I'm harvesting these. I am okay with them being small because there's some dishes you just don't want a huge onion, and I find it's easier to keep small onions than big onions. The bigger ones tend to go bad first, and these ones stick around a bit longer. So see that? Root system practically gone. The shoulder's broken as well. That's a telltale sign of when an onion is ready. This one is still firm, you can see, but it has no root system, guys. So if I leave it here, it's literally just going to stay there. My goodness, mosquitoes are just going to stay there and rot. That one didn't bulb up. So another telltale sign, if your onions are over, the shoulder disintegrates like that, where it bends like that. And these onions, my last experiment up to 8 months. So even though I wish I did get bigger onions and more onions, it seems as though a lot of them disappear without me noticing. Look, this have no roots on it. So something is tackling these onions from beneath. I don't know if it is a case of me overwatering because we weren't getting any rain and I was keeping up on the watering. I don't know if it's a case of that. This one is starting to rot, so I'm going to go inside and see what I could salvage off of this one. Don't know if that's the case, but none of these onions have a root system on them. None of them. Look at that. So I don't know if it's a case of me overwatering, but I'm going to go back to the drawing board again. But I just want you to know you can grow your own onions. But back to the task that we have on hand with those pineapples. Isn't that exciting that I got so many products from those 8 pineapples? Certainly it is. So I want to encourage you guys to go out, go to the farmers market, or you will have, here in Trinidad we have vendors who are on the side of the road. The farmers come out just to make ends meet. They come out with their crops on the side of the road and they sell you way cheaper than you will get it in the grocery store. You can support those farmers by buying their stuff, and you get way more for your money, and practice preserving. In December we went and we got I cannot remember, but we got $50 worth of sorrel, and I dried it for myself, and I have so much dried sorrel that I'm comfortable. I'm so comfortable with the amount of sorrel I have in the house. So yeah, go to these guys on the side of the road, these farmers or vendors who are on the side of the road who are selling these products, and you can pick up some produce. Because I mean, let's face it, in our little yard steads, homesteads, balcony gardens, we're not going to grow enough that we could put up for the year, but you certainly can buy in bulk from the farmer, cutting out the middle guy, canning up your stuff for yourself, and save a whole heap. Oh no, this is a nice bundle of onions. Look at that. Ah, I got something from my onion seeds. So I'm gonna sterilize this container with some limestone. I'm seeing ants around. I'm gonna just sprinkle some limestone in here. A friend brought me some look at this teeny tiny one. Brought me some cow manure mixed with soil. I'm so thankful for that. I was not expecting that. It was a pleasant surprise. So I have some cow manure mixed with some soil, some topsoil. So I'm gonna top dress this bed after I've sterilized it with a bit of limestone. And I am not sure what I want to plant in here. I think I might plant some brassicas in here. I might try going to the seedling store, get me some cauliflower seedlings, and trying some cauliflower again in this bed. And we were going to plant onions. We have to first of all set the seeds and then plant them in another container, but we'll do that. We got time. We got the tropics on our side. So guys, let me get washed up. I'm gonna put these onions one side, and I'm going to show you the jars of the pineapples, that the pineapple products that we got from those 8 pineapples. By the way, a dragon fruit flower is about to open tonight. Tonight is going to open. My excitement is not as high as the first one because the first one didn't set, and so I'm thinking that this might not be a self-fertilizing variety, self-pollinating variety, but we're gonna try. I have two flowers on here. I'm gonna try pollinating it again tonight because it's definitely opening, and we'll see if it stick around. If not, then we can safely say it's not. But pray for me. I really hope. I really hope. Anyway, let's look at these pineapples products. I wanted to figure out a way to show you all the products, but I'm just gonna show it to you like this, and then we're gonna peruse it one by one. So first up we have our pineapple chunks. So this is how it came out, guys, and I jarred it up in light syrup this time because the pineapples were super sweet. They weren't overripe, but they were just right for us. They were firm but yet juicy. One of them was overripe. That one we kind of mostly use it for jam and juice and fresh eating. But this is how it looks. We have a great seal. You can see there's no flexing. Dust everywhere. There's no flexing on my cover. I bought these covers, guys. Use my jars from things that I purchased before. So you could be frugal. You even have your ketchup bottles, the glass ones. Those you can reseal if you have a deep enough pot. You can even seal juice. You can reseal juice. You know, sometimes you buy a drink and you pop it open. You can even use over those glass bottles, those ketchup bottles. All you have to do is buy those lug plates. I'm gonna put the website where I bought these covers in the description below. I'm not affiliated, but It sure is working out for me, and I want it to work out for you too. So this is the pineapple chunks that we got. We got 10 of these, and these are 16-ounce jars. So there's quite a bit of pineapple, guys, that we saved. I'm just moving so gingerly with these things. We have pineapple jam that looks so golden and so nice. Look at that. So we have pineapple jam, and this is the one that I put some frozen jalapenos that we saved from last year's harvest, and this is phenomenal. The jalapeno overpowers the pineapple because of the amount of jalapeno that is in here, but we I am okay with that because we tend to use this on burgers, hot dogs, corn dogs, a condiment. It's not more for like bread and jelly kind of thing. No. So this is more a condiment, and so I'm okay with the jalapeno overpowering it. So it has an apple aftertaste, a nice pleasant aftertaste. This was good. I like this. We got a jar and a half of this. The half is in the fridge. This one I sealed up for future use. And we got 2 jars of jam. So in all, I've just put those down. In all, we got 10 jars of pineapple chunks in light syrup, 2 jars of pineapple jam, and 1.5 jars of pineapple jalapeno jam in from 8 pineapples, $200. So if we were to do the math, I want to try and put the numbers here on the screen somewhere. Pineapples was $200. 1 jar of pineapple chunks here in Trinidad and Tobago is about the same. 16 ounce is about $33 a jar at current, and so 33 by 10, we're already at $330. And pineapple jam is at $20 right now, 18 to $19 a jar, and we have 2 of those. So let's go with the lesser amount just to give me some freedom of speech. 18 by 2 is 36, so we are now at $366. Yeah, $366 from $200 so far. We also have the jalapeno jam. I'm gonna put that at $25. I think it's worth more, but I'm gonna put it at $25. We got a jar and a half of that, so that is $27.50. If you want to add that to the $66, $366, 378, 383.50, I think it is, if I'm off, forgive me. And we also got a gallon of fresh pineapple juice. Now 1 liter is $25 here in Trinidad and Tobago. A box of that is $25, and we got 4 liters, so that is $100, a whopping $100. People don't know beverages. We spend a lot on beverages, and so if you have fruit and you can make your own at home, you would save a whole lot more rather than buying. So you can keep like water bottles and stuff, and when you're heading out, you can always pop one out of the freezer. You will save a whole lot, and you'll be drinking a whole lot healthier. So a whopping $100 from the pineapple juice. And we also have some compost, because all that skin is in the back in the pineapple plant, and that's going to compost and feed the worms and the plants in that container. And I hope I get a nice bundle of a nice bunch of pineapple, and so it just keeps giving. It's just making a full 360, guys, a full 360, and it feels great. Anyway, guys, this is me encouraging you to get up and give canning a try, give preserving a try, even if it's drying your own herbs for tea. Get up and give it a go. It saves you a lot. It feels insignificant when you're picking it, but when you go in the store and see what the cost is for a lot of these things, you would really realize how much you do save. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big pineapple thumbs up, a big clean your garden out thumbs up, because I did a bunch of pruning this evening, and I'm gonna take this stuff out to the side of the road. And guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and join me as I share you a bit of the charm of my life here in the Caribbean. Alright? You like my hairdo? I like my hairdo too. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.